Hello and welcome. I wanted to jump on live today to do this with you. So normally hacks and hauls is something that I do on a regular basis on my Instagram stories and on my Facebook page stories, but I wanted to do this live for you, okay? So first of all, I have to let you know that Happy Dog is here and he's been trying to eat the rest of his lunch. I also have the oven on because I'm making some food for Josh, so I like to let you know these things in advance. But hacks and hauls is a little thing that I've been doing recently because I did it once and a couple of my ladies responded with really good positivity about where I get certain things, where I buy food, little hacks in terms of lifestyle hacks or food hacks or recipe hacks. I am known in my group of friends as the Queen of Assembly. A lot of what I do is, rather than cook 100% from scratch, I kind of pull things together with real ingredients but not necessarily cook a lot, yeah? So I tend to, if there's an easier way, a more efficient way, if there's a hack, if there's a way around things, then I try to do that as well. So if you're watching me live for the first time, hello. My name is Lisa Barwise. This is Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training, but we also teach you here about how to eat like a woman. So our hauls and hacks are generally, though sometimes about like fitness equipment and other stuff, but mostly it's about food. So today I was in Lidl, and I wanted to share my experience of that because I got some really amazing things that I'm going to be trying, and I thought that you guys would want to know just how good and how you can access some really great things in Lidl. So what's really good about Lidl, if you are close to a Lidl, is that their groceries, their fresh produce, their fruits and veg, etc., tend to be a good bit cheaper. Also, you can get organic a good bit cheaper. But what I've also noticed, and a few of my goddesses have let me know this, is that their Prudhi ingredients, they're things that you can put inside Prudhis, are really good value too, yeah? So a Prudhi, if you don't know what a Prudhi is, where have you been? A Prudhi is a protein smoothie. It's to help you to boost your intake of protein and plants on a regular basis. You can take it on the go, you can have it in replacement for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner even. If you want to find out more about Prudhies, you can go to my blog, go to the website warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com/online, and you'll find everything about our 5-day Prudhi challenge there. But I wanted to take you through some really cool things that I got that were really not that expensive. So I did go a bit crazy and ended up buying a grater and some other stuff while I was there. You can't go into Lidl and not buy other things, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is some really good stuff that you can put inside your Prudhies, okay? And these were, and I've got the receipt here so that you, I keep a check on the price. But yeah, each of these were $1.99, okay? So I got some organic, might we add, cacao nibs. I got some maca powder. I'm going to talk to you about why these are really good. And I got like a super seed blend that also has hemp seeds in it. And hemp seeds can be very expensive. And all of those, just want to double check that this was also $1.99. Yeah. All of those, actually this was $1.29. Oh my goodness. So really, really good, because if you know anything about seeds and nuts, etc., it can be really expensive. So the maca powder, so I only got the ones that I would get. They also had spirulina, they also had like coconut flour and coconut sugar, which is great for baking. But the maca powder, especially for ladies post 40, can really have an impact on hormone balance. It's actually known to reduce any sort of menopausal symptoms, hot flashes, that sort of thing. For ladies who are looking to conceive, it's really good for fertility. If you want to boost your libido, ladies, this is also really good for that too. And you can just add this into smoothies. So it suggests, how much does it suggest to put into a smoothie? No, it doesn't. So I would just say start with a teaspoon. Oh, it's also got a source of B vitamins, so it's good for energy. That was the other thing. It's good for energy, good for focus, good for performance. So if you're doing a lot of strength training, ladies, this is really, really good. It doesn't really taste of much. And it's always, I always find that some of my favorite ingredients comes from South America. So it's kind of from the Peru area, I think, as well. And yeah, so that was like $1.99. Then cacao nibs. So these are like little crunchy little nibs that you can put inside if you're not doing a Prudhi and you're doing protein oats, which we call proats, or protein porridge. porridge. Don't know if that works. You can add these and sprinkle them on the top to give yourself a little chocolatey goodness. Cacao is a really wonderful source of magnesium. You can also make yourself like, you know, kind of more healthier versions of things like muffins or brownies or things like that. It's also really good for like things like zinc and potassium, which sometimes we can be deficient in. So this is really good. So I would recommend that. Again, these were $1.99, and then this one was $1.29. So it has linseeds, which are flax seeds, hemp seeds, which can be really expensive, and chia seeds. So hemp's a really good high protein, plant-based protein as well. So it's a really good, but all of these are really good in fiber. So as ladies, as we hit perimenopausal, we really should be increasing our fiber by 100%. It's all about how you're dealing with the estrogen and estrogen that's left in the body. So you want to make sure that you are dealing with that estrogen, and fiber is a good way of doing that. So fiber from flax seeds, from seeds is really good, in addition to green leafy veg. So when you think of fiber, because we've literally been marketed to by food companies, you might think of all bran and you might think of bread and pasta, but that's going to clog you up more than it is going to help you to move through. It's better to get your fiber from seeds, from green leafy veg, those fibrous veggies as we call them. So that's a really good one. Also the nuts. So again, nuts can be really expensive if you're trying to move towards more of a plant-based diet, or you're trying to find high protein snacks. Nuts are really good for that. These are both raw, which is really important, and Brazil nuts are one of my favorites. I'm not a big fan of an almond, even though almonds are one of the highest forms of protein. Also, my body's not great with peanuts, so I try to look at different things. Sometimes I can eat too many cashews and get a bit bored. So Brazil nuts are a great source of selenium, which if you're trying to reduce your animal product intake, like dairy and meat, for example, you can get it from Brazil nuts. Also, they're just so yummy. And if you're having like a sugar craving, if you stick a Brazil nut inside of a date and eat it, it's like having a little treat. It's really quite amazing. So I really like those. Pecan nuts. Again, I love a pecan. I'm also a great fan of walnuts, but again, these are really good for your omega healthy fats. So again, for, you know, boosting healthy fats for your brain health, and also for the protein. So I'm just checking out here. There's 10 grams per 100, but also in terms of the fat, there's 72 per 100. So we encourage the eating of nuts, but they're a bit like a domino food. So you need to just keep, you know, to handful portions, or how many nuts do you eat is completely, I can't answer that. It depends on how many macros you're consuming a day, how many calories you're consuming a day, and how you're using them in terms of your, you know, your snacks and stuff. And then the other two things that I'm really excited about, that I really wanted to try, are these two guys. Can you see them? So they're healthy eco shots. So here's the thing. It's the end, coming to the end of August. Where did the hell did the summer go? I don't know. But moving into September, in my experience of having worked in health and wellness now for over, I think it's like 13 years, September is the month of colds and flu, more than like winter. And why is that? The changing of seasons, kids going back to school, the extra stress and pressure of a new routine, the change in the weather, and us not wanting to think that the weather is changing and we don't wear scarves or we don't add the extra layers appropriately. But stress, being exposed to more germs, and kids being exposed to more germs and passing them on, not wearing scarves, very important to wear a scarf. It is the month of colds and flus, okay? So I noticed the attendance in my studio plummet by 10% because women are just sick and they're not able to make it to class, okay? So if you want to start, you need to start building your immune system now, and this is why I loved these, okay? So this one is just ginger, yep. So you get 12 shots of ginger, but it does say that once you've opened it, you need to consume it within 5 days. You can keep it in the fridge. So I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be having more than one shot a day. So I don't know how much that's going to work. So I'm going to try it out. Now it's not 100% ginger. It's got a little bit of apple juice in it. Let me just tell you the ingredients. It's got 34% of ginger, lemon juice, and apple juice. Okay, so it's still quite a lot. So it's got a little bit of apple juice to sugar it. So there's going to obviously be a carb content to that, so you'd need to track that as part of your carbs. Let me just check. Carbohydrates, yeah. So per 100 mils, I don't know how much a shot is. 500 mils and say 12 shots. Somebody do the math for me. 60 mils is it then for a shot? So even if you did up to 100 mils for a shot, it is asking if it's going to be 12 carbs, okay, 12 grams of carbs. So you would need to track that. And then I got this one, which is ginger, turmeric, and chili, 12 shots, okay. Again, we all know turmeric's so great. This is also really good for as an anti-inflammatory if you're somebody who suffers from conditions like fibromyalgia, from joint pain, if you're doing a lot of strength training and you want to keep your inflammation down. Great way to get antioxidants. We all know that turmeric is good for us. Chili is also really good for cleaning up any sort of mucus and stuff like that. But I got both of these in Lidl and they're £3 each. So a wee bit of an investment, but I'm going to try them out and let you know what I think. So there you go. I also went and got some loads of lovely veg and the avocados. I got a net of avocados. I think there was 4 avocados for only £2.19, which is amazing. What else did I get that was amazing? A little pot of fresh coriander for only 70p, quite a big one. So, and organic cucumbers for £1. So a lot of organic vegetables from Lidl today. So I'm going to put some information in here. We do hacks and hauls like this on a regular basis. If you don't, go over to Instagram and follow me on Instagram, Lisa_Barwise. My daily stories always have hauls and hacks of when I'm out buying things that I think that ladies, goddesses are going to need. And also, if you are somebody who's wanting to figure out how to make prudis or how to add easy things into your life to make life easier, not to make it more complicated and having to cook from scratch and do all these things, this is what it's all about. So I hope that was helpful. Go over to Instagram, or you can check on the stories here on this Facebook page because it shares it in here. If you don't already click on the stories, if you click on the big button on the page, you'll see that there's a story, little snippets of video every single day about what goes on in the studio and in my life. I kind of blog it for everyone. If you want to make sure that you're getting regular updates from us, you can join our mailing list. I'm going to pop a link in below so that you can join our Tribe Online's mailing list. We send out our Motivation Monday video every week, which we do on a Monday, and now we're going to be sending out regular videos. So we did a live workout yesterday. We've updated a blog post. We're also going to start doing things like monthly recipes, I think, too. So that's something that you can get sent out in your newsletter. And yeah, I hope that was really helpful. Just wanted to come on live and give you this information to you live. So if you have any questions about what's good to eat, any sort of lifestyle hacks, where you can buy things, where you can reduce your shopping bills, because I know that it's expensive. It's perceived to be expensive to shop healthy, but there are ways around it. So if you have any questions about that, do let me know, and I'm here to help you. So whatever you're doing on this Saturday, go and enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you back here on Monday for Motivation Monday, live at 3 p.m. on our page. So I'll see you then. Peace out.